Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you are doing well today. In this video, I'm going to be discussing yet another aspect of La Santa Muerte, and this one is kind of an extension of the last video I did, which was the multicolored aspect of La Santa Muerte, the one that is usually striped with different colors with 7 or more colors, or sometimes just 3 or 4 colors. Um, and I was discussing how I don't consider that the rainbow aspect, but the closest thing she has to a rainbow aspect is called the opalescent aspect. And today I'm going to share my personal notes that I wrote down in my little book about this aspect. So, this is the picture I drew of the closest I can get to what the opalescent looks like. It's not exactly rainbow, but it does have all the colors. The colors are shifting and changing. But I'm gonna read. Did I say opalescent? I meant to say iridescent. Okay. So the iridescent aspect, I'm gonna read to you what I wrote in my book, and then we could talk about it afterwards. So the iridescent Santa Muerte. There is a prismatic aspect, iridescent, not unlike a rainbow. She presides over the blessings related to the wishes parents make for their children. She presides over the weather, and she presides over the implementation of weather and seasons, especially as it applies to people who grow crops and people who have gardens. She is considered a secret aspect in this capacity, and she works on a much smaller scale. The iridescent is a sweet aspect who can bring rain showers where drought has taken residence. She is the one who has precedence over atmospheric phenomena and can impart wisdom regarding meteorology and explain concepts which humans in this field are baffled by. She shines brightly, and her form casts rainbows off of her, not unlike the rainbow that comes from a light passing through a prism. So, more than anything, I would say this aspect has to deal with weather. So, it says that she can explain atmospheric phenomena. I imagine most of you are not that familiar with meteorology, not just what we see on the news with the meteorologist telling us what the weather's going to be, but in meteorology, there's a lot of phenomena that happens, a lot of strange things that happen in the sky with the clouds, with lights and the magnetospheres, and all the stuff happening that cause all kinds of weird phenomena and weird kinds of electricity in the sky and things. And a surprising amount of that stuff is unexplained. There are scientific theories as to why certain things happen, but nothing is explained, and so a lot of it a lot of it is yet to have been given a verified reason. And so this aspect basically helps to give a reason to those things. She can help kind of guide people to the facts so they can find the actual reason, the actual cause for these unexplained atmospheric phenomena. So she does have I don't know how much control over the weather she has. It says she has control over the weather, but she works on a smaller scale. So I imagine um, she's not in control over the weather over the whole world, but just she can calm and just make changes in the weather, as she sees fit. And I think that's pretty interesting. It's the first aspect I've ever heard of that has anything to do with the weather in that capacity. She and it's especially important, she said, if you it's especially helpful if you have crops or if you have a garden or something and you need them to grow and there just isn't any rain. So she can help with that natural process. And I think she also says she can bring rain showers to places that don't normally ever get rain, or places where a drought has taken up residence, which is also really cool because I immediately thought of places like in the desert or in like Arizona or something like that. So it's pretty neat. So as you can see, the multicolored aspect, the striped one, and the iridescent aspect, the kind of rainbowish colored one, they're very distinctly different. They don't really have anything in common. other than a similar color scheme, I guess. But it's pretty interesting. I actually meant to make this video right after I made the one about the multicolored, but I actually got swamped with a lot of stuff in my personal life and in work, and I just felt like things were just really weighing on me, I guess you could say, and I didn't have the time to, or I had time, I guess, I just didn't have the mental capacity to make videos. And today I was blessed with the time and the energy, so here I am. And yeah, this is the iridescent aspect, a very interesting aspect. And and again, if you don't know what the color iridescent looks like, it looks like um, it's like when stuff is iridescent, it has a certain sheen on it. Like when you see a pearl, like a pearl that comes from an oyster, and you look closely at it, you can see kind of rainbow colors, like kind of reflected in its surface when it catches light. Like that's kind of iridescent. Or when you see like a trading card or something and it's like holographic colored, right? Or even holographic material, it's like kind of a silverish color, but when you see it in different light, like it casts, you can see rainbows reflected all in its surfaces when light hits it. That's like iridescent, that's like holographic, opalescent, and or like when you see like gasoline spill into like water or something, you can see like that kind of rainbow colors in the gasoline. Or if you see a piece of metal that's been electrocuted, so I think I forgot what it's called. It's called treated metal or something like that. But usually it has like a weird like rainbow color effect that happens to the metal when the metal has had electricity, an electrical current put through it. That kind of also is reminiscent of what the iridescent looks like. So that's pretty much all I want to say about this video. And the next one I am making is the diamond aspect of La Santa Muerte. So if you want to see any of my future Santa Muerte content, then of course subscribe. If you like this video, then of course like it. And if you want to support this channel in any way, shape, or form, I have a lot of links in the description below for you to do so. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see all of you in the next one. Take care.